Wow, that looks so cool. Can I take a photo?
Yeah, you guys will probably see it on my Insta by now, so.
Whoa.
Oh my god, did the camera capture that?
Oh, that looks so good.
Today, wait, let's do it again. Ready? Today, very good.
Right.
Very synchronized.
Yeah.
Take 3. Ready? Today, we're making 8 treasure duck, a dish that traces its origin all the way back to the Qing dynasty, and it has since developed into regional variations. So, today we're doing the London version.
Yep.
With
Dried shiitake, candle nuts, red dried dates, pearl barley that's not pearl barley that I've ever seen before.
pearl barley from a Chinese supermarket.
Lily bulb,
Yeah.
a type of bamboo shoot that I'm not quite as familiar with. Lotus seeds, cured bacon.
Chinese
and-
bacon.
Yeah,
Chinese
soy cured. Glutinous rice, and then we've got some shallots, ginger and garlic as well.
So, in terms of the fillings, I think these
These are the 8.
8, yeah.
Consideration.
Aromatic vegetables, they don't count.
Yeah.
As usual, we're making this for the first time, and today we have already failed because
The ducks
Tradition-
opened from the wrong end.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So there will be a hole. In essence, we are going to bone out the whole duck and keeping its shape as much as possible. And we're going to stuff the duck with all these ingredients, rehydrated, cooked to perfection, and we're going to
Hopefully.
form the figure 8 with the duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's
Start by soaking.
Soak some thingies. Oh, and we soak the rice.
Yes.
Like soak.
Just pour the rest
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the water
yeah.
in there, as long as it fits to the
Yeah.
top of the bowl.
And that is soaking done.
Yep.
Next, we're just going to dice.
Yep.
Everything?
We'll dice these bits. I've never actually, until last night, seen.
I've only seen it
This.
on YouTube. I've never
Yes.
had it in live.
So if you've had this before and you know how it tastes,
comment and critique.
yes. This is brilliant actually because we literally have no idea
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we dice.
yep.
And we dice.
How small do we want?
You kind of want visible chunks. First of all, with bamboo shoot, is it more like asparagus? Which is the tasty part, I wonder? Is it here or here?
I think the tasty
Here,
part
right?
of
Yeah,
asparagus
same.
is the bottom.
Yes,
bit.
same, but I braise it. I think most people optimize for the top and then they undercook the tasty bit.
So I'm gonna say that
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of these things we want, so I just,
But I think we prep a bit and then we can decide while we cook.
yep.
Because it's a rice dish after all, we don't
Yeah.
want to overcrowd the rice. I want to say that's plenty,
That's,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Do
because
we
we're
just-
gonna add 8.
Yep.
Now we have I think one of our favorite things
Yeah,
in the
definitely.
world. This is soy
We
cube.
should do this. We should do
flavored
a
rice.
video of it.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Glassy.
Alright, while Sholin is walking around, I am going to heat up some oil because we are going to fry the,
Yep.
what are they called?
Candle nuts.
Candle nuts. And we're frying them because
They'll take on a sort of glassy texture. I think that once the oil is in them and the moisture has escaped, I don't think they'll take on that much water. I think they'll keep an interesting texture.
I see. While that's heating up, do you want to prep the aromatics maybe?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll deal with this.
And then I'm going to put that over your side so that you can take the bones off. Actually, one of the ways to peel onions more quickly is by soaking them.
Oh, it softens the skin.
Yeah.
I see.
But it also stops the skin from tearing. And do we want this diced, fine diced?
Yeah, because we're gonna sweat them before.
Yeah.
Right, raw meat board is here. So, I think what I propose we do is we dislocate the wing, jam your knife in.
Either that, or what we could do is AI edit you doing it correctly and just go to Fish Shop and get them to do it for us. Do you think that's acceptable?
So I think the tech would soon be there actually. But now YouTube, you have to declare if you use the AI.
How would they find out?
That is a good question. Maybe they have an AI to detect AI.
I don't really like crushing the garlic when I peel it as well. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah,
Then it's super hard.
I like making life, you know, on expert mode.
I'm not narrating because I don't know what I'm doing.
You're doing well.
I think we can afford to be a bit wasteful.
With the
flesh.
meat, yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever we
Well,
do
make it
waste, we
soft.
can probably just like cut off and either put through the rice or make a snack out of it. Okay.
Keeping the wing on is the tough task, I think. Well, after, I don't know, 5 minutes, we have one bone out, but the wing still intact. Oh, this will take a while. All right, other side.
You're doing great, Evan. That's actually
That's
quite
the
impressive.
carcass.
That's quite impressive. Well done.
Oh, I don't know what it's gonna look like, but let's see. Let's bone out the legs. Which hole do I want to go from? Maybe we keep the drum.
Again, you're not asking the correct person. Okay, so we have some decently diced garlic, shallot, and ginger.
Okay, so to minimize damage of the hole, you keep the knuckle bone on. We take the heaviest knife you have at home. Pull it out. Still on, no hole.
That's quite a good technique.
Oh,
I like that. Well done.
thank you. So basically, all we need to do is we need to stitch this up.
Yep.
And then this one is almost covered by the skin, so we just stitch the skin up
Yep.
here, and then we have a duck ready to go.
Yep.
So, after a quick snack,
And
some
champagne break.
we're back. So now, what are we doing?
Well, we're going to drain the rice and then steam the rice.
Rice specialist, switch. Next up, we wanted to put the Chinese dates in.
Oh, yeah,
Just to
yeah.
help them soften and
Yeah.
impart some sweetness, because they are not soft. So now, we will sweat the aromatic vegetables.
Yep.
We have some shallot oil that Sheldon made earlier for our mid-shoot snack.
Yep.
We're gonna use that.
Yep.
Sweat these, cook some of these. So, let's do it.
I think that's going to be okay.
Yeah, I think that's more. So we have some minced shallots. You can use scallion as well, we just ran out.
I think shallot's probably
Sweeter.
more correct in this order of cooking though.
Well, the order is, well, I personally normally add the ginger first,
Ginger, why?
because they take the longest.
I
Well,
think it's
depends on
already
what you're aiming
aromatic.
for. Yeah, depends on, if you want to sweat out the spiciness, then yes. If you want to keep it, then no. Very well minced, huh? And for the first time on W2 Kitchen, cooking chopsticks.
Yep, finally.
Very weird. I want a spatula, to be honest.
Looks like it's natural.
Yeah.
Born with disability or something.
Yeah, you go with a circle in the right hand and
Yeah.
back and forth with the left.
The other,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, this is Sheldon's order. And as usual, we cook to evaporate the water content, concentrate the flavors.
Bring out the sweetness in the onions, the shallots especially.
Yeah, even the garlic.
Yep, because otherwise you've got that
Harshness.
raw- Yep. That's okay in a smashed cucumber salad.
Yeah. Which you can watch here. He's still camera trained right now.
Yep. Are we just going into quarters with these
Yeah.
ones? I think so.
Same size as whatever these things are. Oh, we cooked these.
Oh yeah.
Almost forgot. Well, they can all go in. I mean, well,
Would you traditionally do this over a high temperature?
I think they walk this.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Like, yeah. Because once the aromatic vegetable hits, you have to be slightly careful.
So they would have done it in the opposite
The other
order,
order, yeah. Yeah.
essentially,
Yeah.
because it's got water content.
Yeah.
I was thinking about just chucking it in.
Oh yeah, it's a bit too long. I think this
Yeah,
is like.
I'm gonna get you some from Muji.
Oh, thank you.
So, Japanese cooking chopsticks.
Not paid.
Oh yeah,
What is it called? Paid. There's a
advertisement.
term. No, there's a specific term.
Either that or Muji can donate you.
Can I use spatula? Oh, you go. You go.
Yeah, because I can do this. And that means you get to stand there and drink champagne. Is that why you wanted to go and get, so that I'd take over?
Yeah.
It's rendering pretty quickly, to be fair.
Yeah.
And it's not like making carbonara where you want the guanciale to be crispy.
Disintegrate. Oh, this is looking good.
Yeah.
Should I shiitake you?
Yeah. Do we want the,
Liquid?
yeah,
Yeah, of course. I want them to get a bit of.
a fry off
Yeah.
first? Got it.
Okay, Shahi wine.
Alcoholics.
Beautiful.
If you are a riddle,
Please continue making these half-bottle carafes. You know they don't sell them anymore.
oh yeah?
Yeah, this is like.
Please restart making these.
Please.
Yeah.
You can co-brand it. You can name it W2 Kitchen Riddle half-bottle
Yeah.
carafe. Oh, it looks so good. Wow.
I think oyster sauce,
Oh, everyone buys the same brand. It's
Yeah.
not like there's
Did you make this oyster sauce?
I did.
In that video there?
Yes! That actually has a bit of oil, which is great, because
Yeah.
then we can just...
Well, yeah, because the rice
needs oil.
Yeah, like how you done that.
Oh
Do
wow,
we-
the
do we-
barley is not very soft.
No, but I think
yeah,
that's something
yeah.
that you should usually soak overnight, to be fair.
Contrasting texture. What are we doing with these?
I think we're cutting them into either half or quarters.
Easier to cut than I thought.
Yeah, I thought it would just go everywhere.
I thought it'd be like nutmeg.
I feel like that would be a really nice stew. Oh, how many people are going to hate on us using a metal spoon in a non-stick pan?
I've done enough harm.
To be fair, I think that this one,
It's not a teapot.
yeah, it looks like it's one of those ceramic ones
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna add a bit of star anise, which we thought would be a good idea, but we'll take this out before we stuff it. To season the duck and for the duck to take on a bit of a hue, we either oven or fry it.
Well, we're going to steam it definitely.
Yes, just add some soy sauce.
Yep. And while everything's cooking, we just continuously flip it.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be back in my spot now that everything is cooked. So we have our rice perfectly steamed. Definitely still has a bite to it.
Yeah, good.
Oh, this is good. Yes. Okay, it's actually starting to caramelize. I'm just gonna add a small dash to stop the cooking. I think that would actually impart a lot of sweetness.
I think so too. Because it's all concentrated sweetness as well.
And now we can add the rice. Is it gonna fit?
Yes?
Is it gonna splash?
No.
You go, rice specialist. You don't need this?
No.
I'll leave it here for you anyway.
Evan, I'm more Chinese than you. I could put all the rice in.
We're gonna time lapse this because it's gonna take half an hour.
Good?
Very good already. So just use the spatula. Everyone on the internet will still call you the rice specialist, I promise.
I genuinely
Would you
think...
be more comfortable with hungary?
Yeah. I genuinely think it's just about done. Done.
Yeah, I think we're good. Should we taste?
Yeah.
Oh, the bamboo shoot is so good.
I think we might want
Soy
a bit
sauce
more
is-
seasoning.
Yeah.
And I think the duck will... They blanched theirs
Yeah.
in a definitely
Flavoursome liquid.
flavoursome liquid.
Yeah.
Need some...
Mirin. Needed some mirin 20 minutes ago.
I was gonna say sugar.
Should we mirin this and fry it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then put some sugar in as well.
No. No, we don't need sugar. Sheldon, no, we definitely don't need sugar.
Have you hidden it?
I don't know if I have sugar. Just a small dash. Ah, okay, that's enough, okay. Oi. No more. Okay, I'm moving the,
He did try to hide the sugar from me. But sugar's a great ingredient.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I just don't like it.
Why? Because it tastes nice.
All right, taste. I think very decent, huh? Stove off?
Sugar did wonders.
We happy?
Yep.
So now we're gonna let this cool down naturally,
Yep.
and we'll stuff some duck. So Sheldon is going to show us how to stitch a duck. All right, now the real show. That's already plenty.
Do you think?
I don't know.
I don't either. Because it's not going into anywhere else but the...
Carcass.
Yeah. I don't know if we want it anywhere else. Though.
Yeah, I think
You know?
this, and then we stitch and we form the 8.
Do we
Well,
want a little bit down the...
the thigh, yeah.
Otherwise there's
Yeah,
gonna be no flavour there.
Yeah.
And I feel like the 8 will be formed anyway. Because like there will be a lot of
Well, we have
air.
to try trust something in between.
Yeah, that's why it will be formed anyway.
Yeah. I think we first do this and then we think about how to do the 8.
Yep.
Okay, now we just need to tie the 8.
Where's the tie?
Yeah. You hold, I trust. Maybe probably need 2 to be honest. As in, you do the 8 shape and then I trust.
Like that?
2. 4.
Yeah, that's okay.
It does look like the figure 8.
It does look like an 8. It doesn't look anywhere as near as pretty as the one that...
Yeah. Okay, can you open for me, please? All right. Now the duck goes into our steam oven for 30 minutes.
Yep.
All right, after 30 minutes, we check on our beautiful duck, and it is beautiful.
It actually is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me switch it off. One last paste.
Using a teaspoon.
Yeah, why are we...
It was what was here.
Now, what we want to do is we're gonna hot oil this.
Yep.
Just to help the fat rendering and the browning get started, and then we'll finish it unconventionally because we're doing the London variation in the oven. And now, this whole thing
Into the oven.
at 220
Oh, it is kind of hot now.
because of the oil.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in 10 minutes. So, after about 15 minutes, I would say, we have sieved out the sauce, reduced it with some mirin, and now the duck comes to the party.
And some sugar.
And some sugar,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And we've also got red wine rather than white now.
But look at this, oh my god.
Actually, it smells really good.
Wow.
And it looks really good. Wow, that looks incredible. Okay.
Incredible.
We've actually
Wow,
done a
we've done
decent
something.
job of something.
Wow. Shall we?
Absolutely.
We migrate. Well, let's use the spatula. Too much on the line. How do we want to do it? You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That is definitely a two-person job, wasn't it?
Yeah. We remove, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm scared. I don't know why. Shouldn't be scared by now, but I am scared. Still very hot.
Yep.
The stitch has to be unstitched by the stitcher.
Is that why you're leaving it? Got it.
Yep. I would just cut this off, to be honest. What do you think?
I think we can get it the rest of the way. It's a little bit more resting time for it, isn't it?
Yeah, fair. I just don't want it to pop open
It's not going to.
because of the sticky rice.
And I think just because it's cooked into that position.
Yeah, it is really hot still, guys.
So make sure that you have an oven to hold your...
Pull. Yay! Wow.
Told you it'd hold.
Might as well do this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's a trussing string here though. A bit of bone here, because I left some bones. The bone's all the way up here.
Well done.
I was scared, I'm not gonna lie.
So,
You took this off?
yep.
Wow.
Did that while you were doing that as well. This sauce has so much duck fat in it and sugar that the thickness of the sugar and mirin has emulsified with the duck fat. It's like we've used
Like
starch
syrup.
to
Yeah.
thicken it.
Yeah. I assume traditionally they would use cornstarch or something like that. Oh, not even visible fat, even though there was a lot.
Yeah.
And now?
I think we're just going to go around the outside.
It is probably
It
the
looks-
coolest thing we've made.
It looks really cool.
Yeah. And the sauce, well, we tasted the sauce. It's, yeah. This is
What's it called?
8 Treasure.
8 Treasures Duck, Shoulder and Evan / London version. Done.
Boom! Cheers. Well done.
Cheers. There will be tasting. Are we going in together?
Well, I don't know.
Because this side's definitely going
This
to
one
open
will definitely
easy.
open, yeah. Maybe I try this side.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh my god. Did the camera capture that? Because that is
That was
just
juicy.
stunning. I feel like they do it in a more braised-like texture.
Yeah.
I don't care at this point to be. Oh, soft bone.
Oh, that looks so good.
Oh my god.
All right, now
We add the missing piece.
that's number 8, by the way.
Yes. We're gonna spoon some sauce, I think, yeah?
Yeah.
And then we eat.
Absolutely. I think it would be rude not to spoon the sauce now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And the good thing about adding the spring onions actually is they've kind of wilted.
Yeah.
They've collected all the sauce.
Yeah. And it's almost fresh now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that sauce is just going to be like super flavorful through it. Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do we want the duck meat as well?
I don't know. I feel like the duck meat is not as braised as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Verdict?
Like happiness. I would definitely
Wow.
braise it next time. I wouldn't steam it, I'd braise it next time. But I think finishing it in the oven was a really cool idea.
Yeah. Oh, the rice is incredible.
The rice is brilliant.
Better than the Lo Mai Gai rice. Like, it's the perfect doneness, the right amount of stickiness, and not al dente. So well balanced. Well, the Chinese sausage, no, the Chinese pork. You know what? Like, the duck and the rice together is really, 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 really good.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's genuinely a really special dish.
Yeah.
Oh, the rice is so good. Especially with all the sauce being poured back over it. It's got
Yeah.
all of the duck fat, all of the bacon fat.
And?
Oh no.
Oh, that was a horror.
How do you get it good?
How come it's not sounding that nice? Huh? That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Yep.
Cheers. I barely had enough.
That was
So good.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.